goes the Weasel. Serves him right, the greedy little sod. Good evening, gentle viewer. This is Weasel Willy for the ZX Spectrum, although he looks more like a gingerbread man to me. The objective of this game is to walk round a field, and if you walk round for long enough without crashing into anything, it goes on to the next level. And that's all there is to this game. That's all there is. This was part of a compilation that was released in 1985 called Don't Buy This. It was basically marketed as the worst games ever made. On the cassette cover, Firebird deliberately put their logo on the wrong way up. Interesting way to go out of business, isn't it? He seems to have appeared inside a tree there for some reason. And this game has got to be taking the absolute piss. Well, I suppose anybody buying something called Don't Buy This is kind of asking for trouble, really, isn't it? I'm sure there were people who bought it thinking they were just winding them up or something. I think if you touch the footprint, the bits where he's already been, and he loses a life as well. Incidentally, you have to redefine the keys every time you want to play it, which is something I learnt the hard way. I think about the only thing that is a challenge in this game is trying to wrestle with the blowing keys. They're really unresponsive. What if when you turn round he just crashes into things? Yes, there he goes again. He's obviously been walking in blue paint or something. Either that or he's been stamping Smurfs to death. Are you ready, children? Then we'll begin. Shall we say hello to Mr. Weasel, children? Hello, Mr. Weasel. And what have you been up to today? Mind your own business, you nosy git. Don't Buy This also had a thing called Race Ace, which was a kind of racing simulator, if you hadn't guessed. Also a fruit machine thing. And there are a couple of games about a dog called Fido. We have to get rid of all the moles in the garden. This would have cost £2.50 originally. Well, there's a comic book called Viz magazine, which is kind of like the Beano for grown-ups. And they used to have a thing on the cover that said, it's not funny anymore, or this is a rubbish, or something like that. I mean, that was in jest, though. I don't know whether anyone bought this game thinking that cover was in jest. If they did, they were probably in for a very nasty surprise. I don't know how much £2.50 in 1985 would have been in today's money, but I mean, you just got to be one of these people who's got more money than they know what to do with to waste it on this kind of old crap. I mean, quite honestly, they knew the games were rubbish and they just tried to do a silly gimmick. And yeah, what else is there to say about this game? This is all there is to it, literally. I suppose it might be some very short-term amusement if you're desperately short of other things to do. I mean, it's nice that the software company who released this were at least honest. I personally think US Gold should have released all their Commodore 64 arcade conversions on a compilation. They should have called it, Don't Buy This, It's Absolute Shit.
Deeper in the darkness you were